Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill of Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates, all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Looking at this matchup here, the Atlanta Falcons surprised us all. Winning that game in Philadelphia, the way that they did with Kirk Cousins on that last drive, that was pretty impeccable to me if you look at it. And you saw just the way the offense came together and hit on all cylinders as they needed to. Now on to the Kansas City Chiefs. They had an impressive game against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. The Bengals gave them all they can handle as well, but they came out victorious. That last drive for the Chiefs to get them into field goal range, that said it all. You can't give Patrick Mahomes that kind of time even if you're nursing a 2, 3, or 4 point lead. You got to make sure you get him out of field goal range. You got to make sure you get him less than 3 or 4 seconds because he can make plays happen. He can drive the ball down the field. And what this team is showing us, they're winning in different ways. It's not just winning with the offense as we saw in game one. It's not just winning with the defense or the special teams. It's a collective unit. They're playing 4 quarters of football, and you saw they battled back against the Bengals. The Bengals quarterback play kept them in that game. When you're looking at Jamar Chase and his selfish penalties, that's what elite receivers are not supposed to do. You're not supposed to cause your team to lose penalty yards, valuable penalty yards, because then you give Patrick Mahomes another possession. From the standpoint of the Bengals, they had everything to beat the Chiefs, and they had them dead to rights, and they did not do it. Now, this week, you're seeing an Atlanta Falcons team that sees a couple of the holes the first 2 weeks that they've had against the Chiefs. Opponents have shown them essentially through tape and gameplay that there's certain holes that the Chiefs defense has. Now, mind you, can you threaten to expose those holes from the standpoint, can you get Steve Spagnuolo on his heels? Can you get him to throwing anything defensively out to where he's not normally comfortable with? That's what the Atlanta Falcons have to do. That last drive where Kirk Cousins drove down on the Eagles, they need more drives like that because a lot of those drives were 3 and outs. A lot of those drives were punts. A lot of those drives were either not really contested good passes to where a receiver can make a play. So they got to get away from the gimmick stuff. They got to get solid fundamentally, and the Falcons can essentially stay in this football game. They're going to be playing indoors in Atlanta, so it's going to be a lot of turf for speed. It's going to be a track meet, so the weather's going to be perfect. So I'm looking at the Kansas City Chiefs having a better quarterback, having a better offense, and having a better defense in this one. I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to win this one. I think the overall Patrick Mahomes and company with the wide receivers and also tight end play are going to set the tone for them to have to chase. The Atlanta Falcons have to chase them all game long, and especially if they get a lead, they're going to keep that lead against the Falcons. I don't think the Falcons can keep up with them offensively. So all you Falcons fans, all you Chiefs fans, get in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll see you on the next episode.